Good afternoon and welcome to Monterey Park on the campus of East Los Angeles College inside Weingart Stadium, the site for tonight's home football opener for the East LA Huskies as they host the Orange Coast College Pirates. I'm Dan Gudino on behalf of Sportsnet USA. Two teams looking to taste a victory. Both the Pirates and the Huskies lost in their first game of the season. So tonight, the Pirates hit the road. They come into East LA and they look to spoil someone else's home opener. And in week one, the Pirates lost 24-21 as we will wait for the national anthem. Moments away from kickoff, East LA will be kicking from left to right. The Pirates of Orange Coast in the all-white road uniforms. In week one of the season, the Pirates lost 24-21 to Ventura College at home. Orange Coast will look to get victory number one on the season. They're 0-1 right now. The Huskies took one right on the muzzle against Cerritos College and went down big 56-21 on the road at Falcon Stadium. So the Husky pack is glad to be back home. By the way, over the last 2 years, these two teams have split the series. In 2016, OCC beat ELAC 27-3. Then last year, ELAC took a victory 31-22. As Ricky Quintero trots to the ball, swings his right leg, and we are underway. It'll be Brown who picks it up right at the 9-yard line. A fumble, flag is down. Brown gets crushed as soon as he touches the ball. Fortunately for the Pirates, they recover. We'll see what the flag is all about. Just underway from Weingart Stadium, home opener for East LA. East LA 0-1 on the season. So is Orange Coast.
The receiving team is elected to take the ball at the 35-yard line. First down.
Not sure what the call was, but Orange Coast will start from their own 35-yard line. Coming out at quarterback for Orange Coast will be Pete Mitchell. In the backfield will be Ahmad Lewis. Orange Coast doesn't huddle. They instead look over to the sideline as they're set in their formation. Trips to the far sideline. Mitchell gets the call. East LA will open up with a three-man front. The blitz will come in from East LA. Play action, swing pass to the far side. It's Laurent. Laurent gets a little bit of open space as he walks out of bounds on his own will at the 40-yard line, a gain of 5. By the way, really thankful and grateful you could join us. So much to do in Southern California. If you're joining us, we appreciate it. For those watching out of state, super thankful and grateful. Orange Coast, once again out of the shotgun set. 3 wide receivers to the near side. This time no handoff. It's Lewis. Lewis towards the near side. Past the 50. Open space will be pushed out of bounds inside the 35 of the Huskies. Pirates in enemy territory. Productive plays by the Pirates to open up the ball game. The Pirates, they fall in love with the shotgun set, 4 wide receivers. You'll see 3 wide receivers to the far sideline. Tim Brown, number 2 on the near side. Out of the shotgun again. They'll keep it on the ground with Lewis. Lewis actually will lose a yard or so. Officiating crew granting forward progress, but a host of Huskies involved in the tackle. 13 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Monterey Park, California. Weingart Stadium is the site. Inside East Los Angeles College. By the way, I'm Dan Gudino. Play action, pass over the middle. Way out in front, intended for Laurent. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 11 or so. 13 minutes, 18 seconds, first quarter. Last year when these two teams went at it, East LA spoiled the home opener for Orange Coast College, winning 31-22. Philip Tran in that one tossed 293 yards. A 3-by-1 now from Orange Coast. It looks like, the Huskies were bringing in the blitz that enticed the wide receiver to the far side. That's Mark Stevens, who went way too early. That'll back up the Pirates to the 39 now. Much more difficult of a 3rd down now. Third and 17 from the 41-yard line of the Huskies. Blitz comes in. The toss near side, incomplete. Intended for Tim Brown. That'll bring up the special teams units for both sides. Back deep to receive for East Los Angeles is Cleo Sessions. Sessions, the speedster. "13 minutes, 13 seconds to go. It'll be a high wobbler. Sessions asking for all his Huskies to get out of the way as it bounces out of bounds. Huskies will come out on offense for the first time in this ball game. Philip Tran and company. Tran searching for his first touchdown toss of the season. In the backfield will be Thomas, I believe. Really tough to look at the Husky jerseys. In the backfield, it's Cam Johnson out of a shotgun set. Tran looking left. Over the middle, incomplete, too high. Intended for Robinson, Terrell Robinson. His nickname is Slim. Last year, Tran had 14 touchdowns in 10 games, tossed only 4 interceptions as they set up in a 1-by-3. Johnson shifts over to the right-hand side. A pitch to Johnson. Johnson past the 15, open space, past the 30. He's about to get into Pirate territory, has one man to beat, stays on his feet, gives a small stiff arm, and gets inside the 15-yard line. Big run by Johnson and the Huskies. First quarter, 12:44 on the clock. Huskies will go quickly. This is the type of energy the Huskies lacked last week. Tran using his voice as a weapon, trying to draw the Pirates off sides. Instead, we'll get a new play in. Out of the shotgun, the Huskies go. Tran looking towards the middle, will go towards the end zone. Too long. Intended for Jolly. Flag is down. We'll see what the officiating crew will call here. First quarter, 12 minutes, 17 seconds. That tends to happen here and then. After a big run, Johnson was probably tired. Instead of holding a block, he went down low. So East LA will get backed up 15 yards. They'll be at the 30-yard line. As Jolly goes in motion, handoff to Johnson. Johnson breaks off a defender, will crawl. He actually gets marked at the 28-yard line, so the extra effort the officiating crew will not recognize. Second and long. Both teams hungry for a victory. You could tell the Huskies operating with a sense of urgency and just a lot more energy. Swing pass far side. Intended for Johnson. Johnson wasn't even ready. It'll bring up third down. Johnson last year in this same ball game, but at OCC had only 41 yards. He's definitely surpassed that already. Johnson lined up to the left-hand side of Tran. Tran, the veteran sophomore, looking. Breaks off of a defender. Spins around. Extra effort will get him to the 29. But that creates a fourth down. I believe the kicking unit, the field goal unit, should come out. That will be the case. It'll be Ricky Quintero. A 42-yarder at the 11:06 mark. Line drive kick. No good. Wide right. So the Pirates will come out in this first quarter for their second possession. Clock is stopped right at 11 minutes. Huskies with the all-black jerseys. Oh, so difficult to look at the numbers, Mr. Bobby Gudino. Huskies line up in a 3-by-3. Three safeties. Interesting formation as the Pirates will do an end around to Laurent. Laurent finds some room to the far sideline. Goes out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. 10:54 to go, first quarter. No score thus far. Second and 5 now. Trips near side, single wide receiver to the far side. Blitz comes in. Deep pass, far side. Mitchell incomplete. Intended for Mark Stevens. Pirates really haven't shown a different formation as the Pirates operate right at the 30-yard line of their own. 3rd and 4, same formation, shotgun set. Lewis lined up to the right-hand side. Huskies way too early. That should give the Pirates the automatic first down.
contact, defense number 98. 5-yard penalty is a first down.
A freebie for the Pirates.
That's a first down for Orange Coast.
Head official today is Terry Bernard, the umpire Joy Lloyd, head linesman Glenn Ingo, line judge Ricky Herman. Shotgun set, 3 wide to the near side. Poor snap, Huskies all over it. That'll be a sack for Carlos Alvarez, the freshman from Rosemead High School. Will get his first sack of the season. 10-19 and ticking. First quarter. No score thus far. Mitchell will take off himself, goes nowhere.
Again, the quarterback is stopped behind the line. That brings up a third down. Ball still at the 32-yard line.
This will be a difficult situation for the Pirates. 3rd and long from the 32. First down yard marker is at the 45 of the Pirates. Huskies with the deceiving package there. They'll go near side to Laurent. Laurent catches it right at the 37-yard line. Gets pushed out of bounds right at the 32. Excellent pass, the post to the near side. Over the shoulder of Laurent. Perfectly placed by Mitchell.
First down for Orange Coast.
Coming into the ball game, Mitchell was only 7 of 16. Had only tossed for 122 yards. As they went down to Ventura last week at home. A run near side.
Pitch out to number 29, Ahmad Lewis. Taken out of bounds.
Lewis gets a few. Ball marked at the 31.
Second down.
First quarter, 8:45 and ticking.
Second down, Orange Coast.
Head coach Bobby Gudino is of East LA in his 3rd season. After an incredible first 2 years. First year, champions of the Patriotic Bowl, a 9-2 season. Last year, a slightly down season, 7-3. Pass over the middle, complete to Laurent. Laurent, with a gain of about 10, will be marked at the 18-yard line. So inside the red zone, the Pirates threatening. 8:10 on the game clock and ticking.
First down, Orange Coast.
Pirates currently attacking from east to west as they line up with 4 wide. Huskies threatening the blitz. They'll bring the blitz. Lewis gets stoned. Actually will lose a yard or 2. Officiating crew marking it at the 20-yard line. That'll create 2nd and about 11. 7:30 and counting, first quarter. Pirates threatening to score first, threatening to open up the scoreboard.
Second down and 12.
Last time East Los Angeles was a state champion, 1974, and a possible chance this year since they've been moved up to the National Division. They compete out of the National Northern Division. Pass towards the middle, picked off by East Los Angeles, pending the flags.
Ball is tipped and intercepted. Penalty flag on the play.
So hard to tell who that it was. Wouldn't be surprised if it was Joey Knowles.
Offside. Defense number 37 in the middle of the snap.
So bring it back.
5-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
The pick gets negated. 5 freebies, 5 free yards for the Pirates instead. They'll be lined up right at the 15-yard line. 7:07 on the game clock, first quarter. 0-0 ball game. Mitchell out of a shotgun set, 4 wide. Whistles once again. Mitchell got lucky in the previous play. Probably noticed that the Huskies jumped early.
Defense number 99, creating contact in the neutral zone. Weingart penalty, second down.
Huskies operating with a lot of anxiety. A little too anxious there.
10-yard line, still second down.
Easy fix, though. But at this part of the field, it's not really what you want to give away. Now second and about 1, a long one from the 10-yard line. Mitchell towards the end zone. Joey Nose is there, just way too high, intended for Dylan Laurent. That'll bring up third and about 2, 6:59, first quarter.
Third down and 2 yards to go for Orange Coast.
So Orange Coast will bring out a heavier package now as they bring out a dual tight end set. Isaiah Alonso, the tight end to the near side, and Isaiah Barnes. So the Isaiah and Isaiah crew of tight ends in for the Pirates. Handoff. Lewis. Mitchell, quarterback of the Pirates, pointing as if they have the first down, but instead will get half of a yard. That'll create fourth and a long one. The dual tight end set, I formation, will stay out on the field for the Pirates. First big play on defense for the Huskies. Mitchell looks to the far sideline. New play in. Huskies with a 6-man line now. The QB sneak, is it enough? It'll depend on the spottage. 6:14 is where the clock is stopped. Will they need a measurement? No signal yet. First down, finally. There you go. So now a first and go for the Pirates. Clock will continue to roll under 6:10, 6:09, 6:08. So same formation for the Pirates, dual tight end set, I formation. Play action, wide open, touchdown, Pirates. The tight end, Isaiah Alonso, with the first touchdown pass of the season for the Pirates. And they open up the scoreboard, 6-0, 5:56, first quarter. Huskies were completely faked out on the play action rollout. Mitchell doing a good job of hiding the ball, disguising the play. Finding Alonso wide open in the middle part of the field. PAT, snap is good, kick is up and through. 7-0 in favor of the visiting Orange Coast Pirates here on Sportsnet USA. By the way, this is the inaugural season of East LA Husky football on Sportsnet USA. Over the past 4 years, East LA has had a football broadcast of some sort as we've got an injured player on the field. It's Alex Lips. It's actually the long snapper. We'll pause here on Sportsnet USA's coverage of East LA football. Sportsnet USA is the new home of East LA football. Coming out of the injury timeout, Mitchell, quarterback of the Pirates, connected with Alonzo, his big tight end, to open up the scoreboard. 7-0, 5:56 left. Kick is up into the hands of the Husky returner at the 10-yard line as he cuts it towards the near side. Past the 30. Walks out on his own will right at the 44-yard line. Flag is down. The returner was Mitchell Williams, the product out of Compton Centennial. So excellent field position pending the flag on the field. 5:47, first quarter, visiting Pirates on top of the Huskies. Discussion ensues right at the 45. Officiating crew trying to decide exactly what happened. Could be a unnecessary roughness on a near sideline. When Mitchell was out of bounds, got hit slightly late, just depends on the angle you had. Not trying to take sides. Here's the call.
During the return, holding on the kicking team number 24. That 10-yard penalty will be enforced from the end of the return. Also, after the play, personal foul, late hit out of bounds on the kicking team, number 31. That 15-yard penalty will also be enforced. First down, East Los Angeles College.
So a freebie of 25-plus yards granted to East LA after Williams ran out of bounds at the 43-yard line of their own. So here we go, Huskies back out on offense. Marked at the 32-yard line, first and 10, 5:47 remains in the first quarter. Tran looking, Tran will go deep, way too long, incomplete. Intended for Valvita, the freshman from Santa Fe High School. Orange Coast trying to play spoilers tonight. Home opener for East LA. Johnson gets shifted back onto the right-hand side. Johnson will carry, will be taken down by Isaiah Dunston, the product out of Rainier Beach High School in Washington. Johnson barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. That creates a 3rd and 10 now. 5:15 and counting. Tran looking right-hand side. Hesitates, now rolls out. Will throw underneath. Caught, that's Valvita. Right at the 24-yard line. That creates a 4th down and about 2. Huskies will gamble here. Johnson in the backfield to the left-hand side of Tran. Tran trying to draw the Pirates off sides. Instead, we'll get the new play from the near sideline. Offensive coordinator of East LA is Artur Muratana. Snap. The pitch to the outside. Poor pitch. Johnson picks it up at the 31-yard line. He'll go nowhere. Big loss of 8 or more. Turnover on downs. So the Pirates stand strong on defense with 4:21 remaining in the first quarter, and the Pirates lead 7-0. East LA had the right decision, or the right play rather, and just did not execute. Trent's pitch was just way off, a little late possibly. Instead, Mitchell and the Pirates come back out on offense. They'll start up this play with 4 wide receivers out of the shotgun. Keeper by Mitchell. Mitchell dives forward and gets about 4 yards. 2nd and 6, 4:10 remains. First quarter, 7-0. Pirates with the lead. Really thankful and grateful you could join us here on Sportsnet USA's live coverage of East LA Husky football. Coming into the game, Lewis had only 77 yards. Mitchell looking near side. The dump off near side to Laurent. Laurent gets the first down. Past the 50, inside the 40. Gets taken down from behind. Actually stepped out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Under 3:30 to go now, first quarter. Pirates already in Husky territory. Trips near side, single wide receiver to the far side. Huskies threatening the blitz. The rollout near side too low. Once again intended for Laurent. Laurent shows small burst of speed, super elusive. He's been the #1 go-to guy for Mitchell early on. He's already matched his 3 receptions that he came into from last week against Ventura, the 24-0 loss at home. Snap, a little high. The pitch near side. Lewis gets gang tackled, but a fumble. Dogpile ensues. Huskies screaming like they have it. They do. I believe it was recovered by Tremaine Sevilla. So a turnover, exactly what the Huskies needed. At the 2:52 mark of this first quarter, it'll be first down for the Huskies.
They will have a first down at their own 39-yard line.
Dual running backs set. In motion to the far side is Allen. The pass, the swing pass to Allen. Allen breaks loose past the 50 and tackled out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So one play and into Pirate territory. 2:40 to go. Clock will continue to roll now. 2:30, 2:32, 2:31, 2:30 and counting. Allen will switch sides. False start.
Fire this pass. False start. Offense number 63. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So that instantly breaks the momentum from the previous play.
Penalty takes the ball back to East Los Angeles territory to the 49-yard line. Still first down.
First and 15 from the 49. Under 2:05, handoff to Allen. Allen runs it far side. Will pick up about 2 yards, and once again, Huskies into Pirate territory.
Makes it second down, about 13 yards to go. Ball at the 49-yard line.
Last week, the Pirates allowed 375 yards Tran near side, way behind his intended receiver, Johnson.
Pass is incomplete.
That'll bring up 3rd and 13.
Third down and 13.
That's no Trey.
That's not Trey? Who is that?
Miguel.
Miguel? What number? Eight. So Miguel Aguero comes in at quarterback for East LA. Aguero will be flushed out near side, throws underneath. Incomplete.
The pass is broken up. Incomplete pass. Brings up a fourth down for the Huskies.
It was intended for Philip Reeves, 4th down. So a little bit of a quarterback story now. Philip Tran was given 4 tries, then Miguel Aguero, who had an impressive season last year at Sure High School, took the Spartans deep into the Division 12 playoff. Aguero finished with a 10-2 season at Sure. Quintero will be punting the ball. Deep, high kick. Sampson will pick it up at the 2-yard line. Should have let it go.
At the 1 or the 2.
So a difficult situation for the Pirates. 1 minute 14 remains first quarter. This is the inaugural season of East LA Husky football on Sportsnet USA. Would like to thank Ed Ford for setting us up with a live video stream.
First down for Orange Coast.
Over the last 4 years, East LA has had a football broadcast of some sort, whether it's a video stream or an internet radio stream. Glad to be on Sportsnet USA as the Pirates will go into a goal line formation. Handoff to the fullback.
Handoff up the middle.
That was Rhodes with the carry. The big bruiser from Mission Viejo possibly loses a yard. He does.
Second down, Orange Coast.
So 2nd and 11 from their own 1-yard line. Difficult situation. So an excellent punt by Ricky Quintero. See, special teams does matter. Handoff. Lewis gets out of his own end zone. Will get back the lost yardage. 3rd and 10. 25 seconds and ticking. First quarter. Pirates still on top 7-0. This time the Pirates will line up with 1 wide receiver to the far side. Pitch to the near side. Lewis gets popped right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets out of the end zone.
So that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. But the Pirates on top 7-0 here on Sportsnet USA's live coverage of East LA football. They'll switch sides. Start of the second quarter. 7-0 in favor of the Pirates. Pirates will be punting out of their own end zone. They get it off in time. Spiraling high kick into the hand of Sessions right at his 45-yard line. Shimmies, fakes, skims through two defenders, and will get inside the Pirate 40-yard line. So a decent return by Sessions and the Pirates, and a flag will be thrown right at the 50-yard line. We'll see what the head official, Terry Bernard, will call here. Just underway in the second quarter. Pirates lead.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. East LA number 2, 15-yard penalty, first down.
So Collins gets called for unnecessary roughness. And instead of being within the 40-yard line of the Pirates, will be backed up inside their own 45. Ball marked at the 47. I believe that's Aguero once again out at quarterback for East LA. Aguero, play action, looking left, will toss deep. Robinson goes up, incomplete. Robinson upset at himself. He hits his helmet in frustration, knowing he should have had that. Even taps his shoulder. My bad. 14 minutes, 40 seconds remain, second quarter. Pirates on top. Shotgun. Handoff to Johnson. Johnson spins off of a defender. Inside the 40, has open space, but a flag is thrown inside the 5. Touchdown. But a penalty flag on the near sideline. Huskies walking back. Beautiful spin move by Johnson.
During the play, holding, offense number 9. 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. The play still revoked. A first down for East LA.
So the good news is a first down into Pirate territory. Bad news is negate the TD.
East Los Angeles takes the ball back. No touchdown. Ball is out to the 39-yard line. Still first down.
So Aguero will set up at the 41 now. Chandler, far side, cuts it back near side, will lose about 2 yards.
Pitch out.
Second and 12 from the 42-yard line now. 14 minutes, 20 seconds and ticking. We got an injured player out on the field. That's Roman Ayala, the hometown player from Costa Mesa of the Pirates. We'll pause here on SportsNetUSA.net. Following the timeout, 2nd and 12 for East LA. 14 minutes, 18 seconds. First half of play. Aguero still out at quarterback after Tran was pulled or switched, don't know. It'll go near side, caught! That's Reeves, the connection from Aguero, nice touch. That'll create a 1st and goal for East LA. Under 14 minutes we go. Shotgun set. Aguero trying to use his voice. And he uses it well as a weapon as he drives the Pirates offsides. So things get slightly easier. First and go from the 5. Chandler lined up to the right-hand side. Aguero, the fade, near side, incomplete. Intended for Reeves once again. In and out of the hands of Reeves. So now 2nd and 5, 13 minutes, 41 seconds. East LA knocking on the door. Handoff. Chandler gets stoned right at the line of scrimmage. Taken down by Tavita Crisp, the product from Edison High School. The big boy, 6'1", 225, freshman. Alongside Cameron Pultz, another big boy, D lineman, 6 feet, 220. So Tony Toledo lined up to the right-hand side of Aguero. Aguero looking near side. They'll go with the fade route once again. Well defended by Maurice Norris. Intended for Robinson. That'll bring out the kicking unit for East LA. 4th and goal. So this will be from 24 yards out from Ricky Quintero, the lefty kicker. Kick is up, doinks off the left bar, no good. So the score remains 7-0, 12:57 left, first half. Plenty of football left. Nice crowd at hand. 300 plus marching bands here. But the Pirates come back out as they will take over at the 20-yard line of their own. Three down linemen for East LA. Laurent in motion. Laurent end around. Tries to break off a defender, and he does. Gets a gain of about 1 to the 21. Don't give Laurent so much space. He's shifty. As DeMontre Purnell checks out, and the Pirates will now go with a faster formation. 3 wide receivers set. East LA faking the blitz. Now will adjust as the Pirates adjust too. Clock reads 12:20 and ticking. Second quarter. The blitz will come in. Over the middle. Incomplete. Mitchell tries to throw to Laurent. Actually, a new quarterback in for the Pirates. It's Nathan West, number 5.
Ball's at the 21-yard line.
3rd and 9, 12-12 is where the clock stands after the incomplete pass from West. Pirates 7, Huskies 0, looking for their first score at home. Second game of the season. West will go deep to Laurent. Has a man open. Yes, Laurent catches it right at the 50-yard line and goes out of bounds inside the 45.
Pass is called incomplete.
Oh, incomplete pass. So Laurent doesn't get a foot in. At the JUCO level, at the college level, you only need a foot. So a little too out in front of a pass by Nathan West. Would like to see a replay on that one. So back deep to receive for East LA is Cleo Sessions. Good snap. Decent high spiraling kick. Sessions will allow it to bounce. Will elect not to do anything with it. Takes a slow roll in favor of the Pirates. And East LA will once again take over. 11:49 to go. Second quarter. The visiting Pirates still with the lead 7-0.
First down, Huskies.
This one has the feel of it going down to the sweet end for somebody or bitter end for another. Both teams hungry to get a taste of victory this year. Coming into the game, losing their openers. The Pirates going down at home against Ventura. East LA going down big to Cerritos at Falcon Stadium. Handoff up the middle. A fumble. And Orange Coast recovers at their own, at the Husky 31 rather. Dogpile continues to ensue, but the officiating crew has made up their mind. Pirate football. That might have been Tony Toledo with the fumble. I believe it was Toledo who lost the football on behalf of East LA. 11:41, second quarter, 7-0 Pirates. Excellent field position for OCC. Laurent will not be out there. Instead, it's Troy Conway. Handoff near side. It's Lewis. Lewis around the edge. Picks up about 4. Ball marked at the 27-yard line. Second and about 6 or so. Under 11:20 on the game clock. West still out at quarterback. West rolls out. West towards Laurent. Is it caught? It is. Inside the 15-yard line. Actually, it was Troy Conway with the catch. Conway in for Laurent. Same type of production. First and 10 from the 14 for OCC. 10:40 and ticking, second quarter. West under duress, gets taken down, sack.
Quarterback is taken down. Back at the 19-yard line. Timeout on the field.
Injured player will create a timeout. on behalf of East LA.
East Los Angeles player helped off the field. And Orange Coast has the second down at the 19-yard line.
Clock will ensue once again. 10:05 and counting, second quarter. East LA lines up with one down lineman. They engage 5. The dump off near side to Lewis. Lewis dives forward.
Screen pass around the right side. Ball to the 13-yard line. Third down and 9.
3rd and 9. Definitely manageable. Wide receiver Dylan Laurent back out for the Pirates. Wouldn't be surprised if West looks for Laurent, as Laurent is lined up in the slot on the far side. Flushed out, bobbles the ball. West recovers and taken down from behind after a possible gain of 1. 4th down, under 9 minutes we go, second quarter.
Ball's about the 12-yard line. 4th down for Orange Coast.
Kicking unit will come out onto the field for both teams. Max Casper out of Corona Del Mar High School will attempt. 31-yard attempt at the 8:31 mark. Kick is up, no good, wide left, and the score will remain still at 7-0, but Pirates still in the lead. 8:25 to go, second quarter.
Orange Coast 7. East Los Angeles 20.
Aguero still out at quarterback. Hand off, spin move by Johnson. Johnson lunges forward, picks up an extra yard or so.
And a run up the middle across the 25.
He'll be marked at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 3,
The ball at the 27-yard line.
under 8:05. Second quarter. A 2-by-2. Aguero once again with a handoff to Johnson. Johnson crawling. Dogpile pushes him back, but forward progress will grant him the first down, so
Down for East Los Angeles.
clock will stand still at 7:53. East LA looks much more comfortable with Aguero at quarterback. Tran never got his footing earlier. Wouldn't say there's a quarterback controversy, but so far so good for Aguero. Aguero will take off himself. Plenty of space. Gets the first down. Baseball slides to the 45-yard line. Gain of 15 for Aguero and the Huskies.
The ball slides down at the 45-yard line. First down, East Los Angeles.
Trips near side. Aguero and the Huskies going quickly, but they'll pause for a sec as Aguero gets the new play, barks at his lineman. It'll be Johnson with the gap. Past the 50, shifts over to the near side. That's actually Chandler. So tough to see, Mr. Bobby Godinez.
East Los Angeles runner takes the ball into Orange Coast territory.
6:45 and counting. Decent gain of about 6 into Pirate territory now. 6:30 and counting. Trips far side. Aguero takes the snap. Hands off. Spin move. Chandler really gets fancy with his moves. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Third down, 4 yards to go. First down yard marker at the 45 of the Pirates. A 2-by-2 set. Not sure who went early. Could be called on either side.
Defense number 90, entering the neutral zone and causing an offensive reaction. Results in a first down.
Victor Solarin, the D end on the far sideline, will be called with an offside. He'll check out. Checking in will be Isaiah Dunston. Once again, out of the same formation, a 2-by-2 shotgun set. Aguero looking near side. Gets flushed out, evades a defender. Will run far side, throws complete at the 39-yard line. Gain of about 4. Under 5:25 to go. Second and about 7 now. In at running back, I believe, is Allen. A bunch of communication between Aguero and Allen, switching him back and forth from his right to his left, back to his right. The snap. Allen will carry. Gets wrapped up in his own backfield. Give credit to Tavita Crisp, the linebacker for the Pirates. Third and long, under 4:40 on the game clock as it continues to tick. East LA will go quickly. 3 down linemen. Allen will shift over to the right-hand side of Aguero. Aguero looking near side. Spins to his back. Shovel pass near side. Caught at the 40. Lunging forward is Jolly. Will pick up about 3 or 4. It'll create a 4th and manageable 3 or so. Clock is stopped at 4:07, second quarter, pending the call from the officiating crew. Let's listen.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 3, 15-yard penalty, result of first down.
East LA now in prime position to get points on the scoreboard. Trailing 7-0. 4:05 remains in the first half. Split backs lined up in between Aguero. 3 wide receivers set. Allen will go in motion. Hand off near side. That'll go nowhere. That was Toledo on the carry with the loss of 2 and add more losses. A holding.
East Los Angeles player down on the field.
We'll pause for the injury timeout. East LA football on Sportsnet USA. First and 19 from the 33-yard line of the Pirates. Allen in motion to the far side. They'll go deep. Pass broken up.
Pass is broken up. Incomplete pass.
I believe that was Lindsay with the attempt. Second and 19, 3:32 is left on the game clock in this first half. Orange Coast player down on the near sideline. We'll pause once again. 3:32 left in the second quarter. Pirates on top, 7-0. Second and 19. Aguero rolls out, looking, throws to the 22-yard line. Caught. Flag is thrown late. I believe that was Sessions. Sessions is asking for a flag, claiming there was a face mask. That'll be good news as the Huskies trail.
Face mask. Defense number 9. Half the distance enforcement on the foul, and it results in the first down.
Lamar Dixon out of Southgate High School pulls on the mask of Khalil Sessions. Sessions is a hometown favorite, hometown star from Garfield High School, just less than a mile on Atlantic Boulevard from East LA. Aguero will go to Sessions. Sessions dives out of bounds, incomplete.
Pass is caught out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
That would have cut the deficit to 1 point. Instead, second and goal, 3:08 on the game clock in this first half. The Pirates traveling 38 miles to Monterey Park from Costa Mesa. Aguero hands off. It'll be Chandler who shifts around and gets possibly 2 to 3 yards. Ball will be marked at the 7-yard line. Third and goal. Clock continues to roll. Under 2:45. Trips near side, single wide receiver to the far side. Aguero will throw the fade near side. Tapped out of bounds. Well defended by Lamar Dixon, who pokes the ball. Once again, flags.
Roughing the passer, defense number 22. Half the distance to the goal, automatic. First down.
Zeke Allman was coming in on the blitz, and as Aguero released, Allman came in way too late, dropping Aguero on his back. Instead, first and goal from the 5-yard line. 2:31 remains. So another chance for East LA to cut the deficit to 1 point and possibly tie. And off to Chandler. Chandler shifts around, gets his jersey pulled, and is dropped down by Victor Salarin, the product from New Jersey. No gain. Chandler will check out as David Allen checks in at the running back position. Aguero doing a decent job of managing the situation. Lines up the Huskies in a 3 wide receiver set. Tight end flanked out to the right side. Allen will push the pile. Fumble, possibly recovered by the Huskies. Slippery fingers tonight for East LA.
East Los Angeles recovers, and the ball is at the 1-yard line. Third down at the 1-yard line.
East LA fortunate to recover at their own 1, so a chance to punch it in. Handoff, diving into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. At the 1:06 mark of the second quarter, Huskies cut the deficit to 7-6, pending the extra point. That was David Allen with a 1-yard carry. Juan Rangel will come out for the PAT. The holder is Ricky Quintero. Kick is up and through. Tie ball game. Tight ball game. Both teams looking for a taste of a W. So it'll be a war of attrition in the second half, but still a minute 6 for the Pirates to produce some more points. The ever so kickoff will ensue here. Last year it was close as well, ending in a 31-22 ball game in favor of East LA as they trek down to Costa Mesa to OCC. Vice versa this year. OCC looking to spoil the home opener tonight of East LA. Ricky Quintero will be kicking. Trots to the ball, swings his right leg, end over end kick. It'll be Laurent from his own 3-yard line. He'll be taken down at about the 17 or 18-yard line, depending on the official's spot. Exactly a minute to go. Second quarter. Let's get that 7 on the scoreboard. How about that? There you go. 7-7 ball game. Game clock was not reset, I believe. Game clock was at 3 seconds. Game clock is stuck at a minute. Play clock, excuse me, was stuck at 3 seconds. So the play clock reads 20 seconds, game clock at a minute. Out of a shotgun set. Mitchell underneath to Conway. Gain of 6 yards. Under 40 seconds to go. Pirates need to operate faster if they expect some points going into the locker room. East LA will engage 4. Plenty of time for Mitchell as he rolls out near side. Flags are thrown in the vicinity of holding, leaving 27 ticks on the game clock. We'll see what the head official is calling.
Offense number 66, 10-yard penalty, replay second down.
So we should see the Pirates go conservative here, being backed up inside their 20-yard line with only 27 seconds. You don't want to fumble the ball or throw a pick in this type of situation, possibly giving a freebie to East LA. Wouldn't be surprised if the Pirates choose to keep it on the ground here out of a shotgun set 3 wide. They do keep it on the ground. Instead, it'll be a quarterback keeper by Mitchell. Mitchell trying to run towards the far sideline. That'll bring us to the end of the first half. Pending a timeout. 3, 2, 1. Nope.
And that's the end of the first half.
End of first half. Tie ball game, 7-7. Here on Sportsnet USA's live coverage of East LA Husky football. I'm Dan Gudino. Really thankful, really grateful you could join us. So a little bit of a quarterback situation in the first half. Philip Tran starts the ball game. Most of the momentum went into the hands of the backup Miguel Aguero, and that's where we stand, 7-7 ball game. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. We'll pause here for halftime on Sportsnet USA. Welcome back to Monterey Park, California, on the campus of East Los Angeles College. Weingart Stadium is the site of tonight's home opener as we've got a 7-7 ball game. The visiting Orange Coast College Pirates doing a good job in the first half of holding back the Huskies. 7-7 ball game. Kick returner for East LA takes it from the 10-yard line, gets inside the 25-yard line, and that's where Miguel Aguero and the Huskies will start their first possession of this third quarter, just underway. I'm Dan Gudino. Really thankful and grateful you could join us here on East LA Husky football on Sportsnet USA. East LA will operate it out of a 2-by-2 formation, shotgun set. Chandler gets shifted over to the right-hand side. Carry by Chandler. Diving forward inside the 32-yard line or so. 3. Running back. 3. That was actually Johnson with the carry. Johnson picks up about 4, 2nd and 6. 14 minutes, 28 seconds to go. Aguero near side, complete to the 45-yard line. That's James Dunn with the out route. So good start to the Husky offense. Third quarter, 14-10 on a game clock and ticking. Aguero gets the new play, trips far side, single wide receiver near side. Johnson will be shifted to the left-hand side. The pitch. Johnson evades a defender. Past the 50, bulldozes forward. Aggressive play by Johnson. Fancy footwork as well. New running back checks in for East LA. Same formation, trips far side. Single wide receiver near side out of the shotgun. Aguero, play action, looking over the middle. Steps up, throws, complete! inside the 15-yard line. Ball is loose. I believe he was down already. Oh, actually called incomplete. So that'll create a 3rd and 3. I don't know, it looked like he took a couple steps, was taken down inside the 15, just short of the 10-yard line. Sideline judge comes in, but the backfield judge had the better look. And as I always like to say, the Zebras know best. 13-10, third quarter. Dan Gudino here, flying solo on Sportsnet USA's live coverage of East LA Husky football.
Third down and 2 for East Los Angeles.
It was a dogfight in the first half, and it'll probably continue here. Pitch far side. Johnson tries to cut it back inside. Instead, will get gang tackled. Does not get to his original line of scrimmage. Johnson will lose a yard. Ball marked at the 48. So a 4th and long 3 now. Punting unit will come onto the field for both teams. Quintero of the Huskies will be kicking. 12 minutes, 55 seconds as the clock continues to roll. Third quarter. High snap. We might have a running into the kicker. I believe the referee, Terry Bernard, says that the Pirate player actually tapped the ball, so it was all good. But a decent kick nonetheless by Quintero, as the Pirates will operate deep in their own territory, inside their own 5. 12:35, third quarter, 7-7 ball game. Visiting Pirates trying to spoil the fun, trying to spoil the home opener of East LA. Players checking in late for the Pirates. Pirates taking a long time. Finally, the game clock, or rather the play clock, continues to roll now under 13 seconds. Play clock at 8, game clock at 12:35. Running back split to Mitchell. Mitchell gets taken down, sacked right at the inch-yard line, if you will. Ball marked right in front of the goal line. Dangerous situation for the Pirates. Huskies try to clog up the box. Out of an I formation, 3 wide. Handoff. I believe we've got a safety. It is. Ellis tried to run it out of his end zone, but instead got tripped up. And 2 free points for the Huskies, and they'll get the ball back immediately. Huskies 9, Pirates 7, 11:53 to go in this third quarter. So an excellent start for the Huskies on defense.
Safety gives East Los Angeles 2 points, making the score East Los Angeles 9, Orange Coast 7.
So give credit to Ricky Quintero, punter of East LA, to pin the Pirates deep into their own territory. Huskies in the all-black home uniforms. Tough to see their numbers, Mr. Bobby Godinez. So it'll be Hunter Elson Peter. Elson Peter will be punting from his own 15-yard line. Punt is off, spiraling kick, taken by the up back at the 35-yard line. Returned by the big boy to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position for East LA as they take the lead in this third quarter. 9-7 after the safety. ELAC defense stepping up. 11:48 third quarter. So this is the rubber match between both the Pirates and the Huskies. In 2016, East LA went down 24-3. Last year, the Huskies came back with the victory, 31-22 over the Pirates. And here we are, third quarter, 11:48 left. East LA on top, 9-7. Handoff, carry will be blown up in the backfield. Isaiah Anthony and Isaiah Dunston involved in the tackle. Chandler in at running back, lined up to the left-hand side of Aguero. 4 wide receivers set, shotgun. Aguero looking over the middle, looking near side, will throw the post to the outside. Is it caught? No signal yet. They are calling a catch. Yes. So an excellent pickup, excellent throw by Aguero. The post to the near side does it. Huskies into Pirate territory, lined up at the 30-yard line. Shotgun set, 3 wide receivers to the far side. Aguero will look towards the near side, get the new play as they survey the defense. They get a feeling for what the Pirates will bring in now. 3 down linemen for the Pirates. Blitz comes in. They'll send in 5. They'll go underneath, in. Complete, quick slant, broken up. It was broken up by Maurice Norris. Pass was intended for Daquan Lindsay. 2-by-2 now. Shotgun. Aguero looks far side. Will go near side. Receiver screen. Once again to Lindsay. Lindsay picks up about 3 or 4 yards. We got an injured player out on the field, and we'll pause here. This is East LA football on Sportsnet USA. Injured player is Dixon Soule. 10-14 remains in this third quarter. East LA on top, 9-7. Last week, East LA didn't pick up their first few points, their first 7 points, until 58 seconds were left in the first half. So a much more efficient squad, although they only put up 7 points. in the first half. Miguel Aguero, the product out of Schur High School, giving East LA a much cleaner look, I say. Aguero looking near side, will get flushed out, and he is instantly sacked. Adrian Rosales will be credited with the sack. Big loss of about 7. That'll put East LA at the 37-yard line, creating a third and about 17 or so. So it's become a game of field position as the punting unit is out. Back deep to receive is Dylan Laurent. Ricky Quintero will be punting. Quintero will punt from his own 50-yard line. Short kick. Excellent bounce, but goes out of bounds at the 15-yard line, according to the far sideline judge. That leaves 9:13 on the third quarter. East LA 9, OCC 7. Glad you could join us this evening. For those just joining us, East LA and OCC went into the half tied at 7. East LA, to start the second half, came up with the sack, creating the 9-7 ball game we have here. This is East LA football on SportsNetUSA.net. Orange Coast comes out for their second possession in the second half. 9:13 on a game clock. 15 seconds on the play clock. Out of an I formation, Mitchell back under center. Run, near side. Lots of open space for Ahmad Lewis through the middle as he gets flipped over to the 25-yard line. Flag is down and an instant penalty called against the Pirates. White hat.
Illegal block in the back. Offense, number 8, 10-yard penalty. 3 plays first down.
That'll back up the Pirates to their own 15 and create a 1st and 15. 9:06 third quarter. Same formation, 3 wide receivers out of the I. Mitchell under center. Handoff. It's Lewis. Nearly picks up the lost yardage from the penalty in the previous play. Gain of about 4. Ball marked at the 19-yard line. Second down and 11 yards to go. First down yard markers at the 25-yard line of the Pirates. 8:40 and counting. Orange Coast has an interesting offense. They don't huddle up. Instead, they line up in their formation and look over to the far sideline and get the play. Play action, pump. Mitchell will throw up in the air, up for grabs, intercepted by the Huskies. Right at the 36-yard line. That was DeLon Collins with his first interception of the season. 8 minutes, 17 seconds, third quarter. East LA up 9-7.
Ball at the Orange Coast 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for East Los Angeles.
East LA definitely seasoned the momentum thanks to the defense. A safety, and now an INT into the books. It'll be a pistol set, 4 wide. Bubble screen, far side. A decent pickup of about 4. That'll create 2nd and 6 from the 32-yard line. Clock continues to roll, under 8:10 to go, third quarter.
Second down, ball at the 32-yard line.
Same formation, Aguero and the Huskies. Out of the pistol. 4 wide. Handoff up the middle. Instantly blown up. In with the tackle is Zeke Alman. Third and 7. Aguero looking over the middle. Will toss the quick slant. It is caught. Is it enough for the first down? It is.
Pass is complete. That takes the ball to about the 23-yard line, and that's a first down for East Los Angeles.
A pickup of about 11. Ball at the 23 now. 1st and 10. At Sure High School, Aguero tossed for over 2,000 yards. Aguero under pressure will dump off with the forward pass to Johnson. Johnson will pick up about 2. Ball now marked at the 21-yard line. 2nd and 8. 6:35, third quarter. Clock now reads under 6:30 to go. 6:28, 6:27, 6:26. We got a stoppage. Actually, the Pirates of Orange Coast will call timeout. So will we here on Sportsnet USA as the Huskies lead 9-7, 6:22 left, third quarter.
Raffle ticket number 020214.
East LA looking to capitalize after the INT. Now at the 21, about to enter the red zone. Aguero goes deep, too long, incomplete.
The winner of the raffle wins $74, and that winning number is 020214.
6 minutes, 16 seconds, third quarter. East LA 9, OCC 7. Aguero with the snap. Underneath to Johnson. Johnson nearly slips, keeps his footing, but then gets popped by Roman Ayala. Actually will lose 2 yards. 4th and 10 now.
Fourth down and 10 for East Los Angeles. 4th down and 10. We have a winner in the 50-50 raffle.
This will be from 40 yards out. Juan Rangel, the lefty kicker. Quintero with the hold. Rangel up and through, extending the lead. 12-7 in favor of East LA.
Field goal makes the score. East Los Angeles 12, Orange Coast 7.
Still a 1-score game for the Pirates. East LA still in a dangerous situation. A touchdown will automatically give the Pirates the lead. So offense at times for East LA looks potent, looks successful at times, but they just can't finish.
And the winner tonight won $74 prize.
.5:27 to go, third quarter. East LA 12, OCC 7. Back deep to receive is Laurent and Tim Brown. Kicking off will be Ricky Quintero, the righty. Swings his leg. It'll be taken up by Tim Brown at his own 1 yard line. Past the 15, inside the 20. Taken down at about the 23 yard line. This will be a good bounce back game for East LA as they took one to the muzzle. Getting blown out 56-21 last week to Cerritos College. So in at quarterback is Nathan West. OCC using a dual quarterback system. West flushed out near side, complete to Laurent. Caught at the 35-yard line, pushed out of bounds. Jalen Ross pushes Laurent out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A gain of 15. A marker on the ground on the far sideline. Pirates surrounding the two officials. We'll see what the call is now. 5:12 left in the third quarter.
There is no foul on illegal formation. Only 4 players are in the offensive backfield. No foul.
All right. So negate the flag. Put 15 yards for Laurent from West. First and 10. Ball at the 32-yard line of OCC. OCC taking their time. Play clock at 13. Game clock officially under 5 minutes in the third quarter. West under pressure, gets taken down in the backfield. Sack. The Husky defense really turning it up in the second half. Game clock under 4:25. West out of the shotgun, looks far side, will roll out far side. Taken up by Safarino, actually incomplete. Thrown too low. Game clock still at 4:17 after the incomplete pass. Third and long. 3rd and 16 to be exact. Ball marked at the 30-yard line. Trips to the far side. West. The quarterback. Back to pass. Too much pressure. Another sack for the Huskies. So 2 sacks in this possession for East LA. That'll create a 4th and forever. Punting units back onto the field for both teams. Sessions will be returning to kick. Good snap. Decent kick. Sessions gets backed up and will get the ball at his 34-yard line. Excellent block by his teammates as Sessions will drag the pile backwards and get to the 49-yard line of their own. That's where Aguero and company will take over at the 3:23 mark of the third quarter. East LA up 12-7.
First down for East Los Angeles at the 49-yard line.
We'll see if East LA could actually finish a drive. Aguero, play action, will go deep down the sideline, has a man open, caught at the 18-yard line, too easy. Touchdown, Huskies. 51-yard strike.
51-yard pass completion into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Still don't have a number, but it was from Aguero. That gives the Huskies an 18-7 lead. 3 minutes, 13 seconds, third quarter. Extra point, up and through. Make it a 2-score ball game now, as the East LA College Huskies have seized momentum. So we now got confirmation of the receiver. It was Thomas. Thomas from Huntington Park, catching from the product from Montebello, from Sure High School. Aguero to Thomas for 51 yards, making it a 19-7 ball game. 3:13 remains on a game clock, third quarter. Much more efficient, much cleaner play. A new look Huskies from week 1. Last week they lacked the energy, they lacked the execution. Different attitude for sure. Glad you could join us here on Sportsnet USA's live coverage of East LA football as Ricky Quintero sets up the kick. Jogs on over. Kicks with his right leg. Short kick taken up at the 18-yard line. Just a gain of about 3. It was returned by Nicholas Baldano. We'll see who comes out at quarterback for OCC. It'll be West, Nathan West. West is out of O'Day High School in Washington. His hometown is Maple Valley, Washington. East LA lining up in a 3-4 alignment. Joey Knowles all by himself at the free safety position. I formation, 3 wide for the Pirates. Handoff. Decent gain of about 6 for the Pirates. That was Ellis with the gain of 6. 2nd and 4. Clock continues to roll. 2:50 and counting. Third quarter. Split backs in between West. A shotgun set. 3 wide. West looking left, complete to Brown. Brown jukes and evades the defender and gets taken down at the 40-yard line. Tim Brown of the Pirates with the perfect wide receiver name. Just like Tim Brown, the Hall of Fame wide receiver of the Raiders. Same formation. OCC jumps too early. Speaking of Brown, Brown on the far sideline just went too fast. That'll stop the clock at 2:03. West finally gets to play from the far sideline. Split backs in between of West. He takes the snap, looking, flags thrown everywhere.
Prior to the snap, ball start, offense number 66, Weingart penalty.
So the Pirates on edge right now, playing a little anxious. Gus Saffarino checks out, and into the ball game is the receiver, Troy Conway, for the Pirates. Clock reads 1:30 and ticking. Third quarter. East LA up 2 scores. Out of the shotgun, West, flushed out. Will take off himself, past the 35, bulldozing forward, and an excellent gain of about 19 by West. That'll leave OCC just short of the first down yard marker. Excellent game by West and the Pirates. Plenty of ball game left as we approach the end of the third quarter. 50 seconds and counting. $40 seconds on the game clock, 5 seconds on the play clock. Once again, the Pirates on edge. Anxious times, nervous times for the Pirates. They shoot themselves in the foot once again. That'll stop the clock at 33 seconds. So the running back, Ellis, called for jumping the gun. Pirates get pushed back to their own 44-yard line. 2nd and 6.
Penalty takes the ball back to the 44-yard line. 2nd down.
West surveys the defense, takes the snap, rolls out, will throw near side, complete to Laurent. Laurent gets the first down and then some. Dragged out of bounds at the 43-yard line. A gain of about 14. West to Laurent. Whoever's at quarterback for the Pirates, whether it's Mitchell or West, they definitely do look for Laurent more often than not. 5 seconds to go in this third quarter. Play action. West will take off. Evades one defender, but a second and a third will trip him up just short of his line of scrimmage. That brings us to the end of the third quarter as the Huskies lead 19-7. We'll be back for the fourth quarter of play here on SportsNetUSA.net.
Starting the fourth quarter. Orange Coast has the ball. Second down.
2nd and 11 for the Pirates. Ball marked at the 44-yard line of East LA. West still in at quarterback for OCC as he takes the snap. Will go deep down the far sideline. Too long, but a flag is thrown. Don't believe the Husky defender turned his head around in time. Lots of contact on the far sideline. We'll wait and see. Too much time, too much ball game left for the Pirates. Sideline judge and the head official discussing the play. Trying to get confirmation. Here we go.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Personal foul, hands to the face, defense number 36. That penalty declined. Pass interference, defense, number 4. That penalty will be enforced 16 yards from the previous spot. Automatically.
A huge sign of life for the Pirates, down only 2 scores. Clock is stopped at 14:53. The Huskies officially trying to escape with the victory at home. West, quarterback of the Pirates, has definitely given OCC a much better look. West looking. West incomplete and dropped by Conway. Conway was wide open in the middle of the field. 2nd and 10. 14 minutes, 48 seconds. Final quarter of play.
Still 2nd down and 10 yards to go for Orange Coast.
Out of the shotgun, West rolls out near side. Will throw deep towards the end zone. Too long. Brown, if he would have just kept running forward, I think he would have had a shot at it. Instead, stopped his route. Not to mention, there was also lots of contact. No flags, though. 3rd and 10 from the 29-yard line of East LA. 14 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Big 3rd down conversion here, possibly, for the Pirates. At what point does the clock become an enemy of the Pirates? The Huskies bring in 5. West under pressure. Slipping, no. Taken down from behind. Sack. So 4th and about 12 now from the 31-yard line. 14 minutes, 20 ticks on the game clock. The OCC offense stays out on the field. Crucial 4th down. Officially under 14 minutes to go. Ellis gets shifted to the right-hand side of West. West looking. West will take off. Plenty of space. Will he get it? Gets the 1st down inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown. But a penalty marker is on the ground. Will it stand? From 31 yards out, West takes it in. But what's the call? All eyes on the official. East LA's defense is still out there. OCC offense still out there, most likely against the Pirates.
Our two cups on the play. Holding offense number 58. Holding defense number 26. Those penalties offset. Will replay fourth down.
You could see West with his hands on his knees as he thought both penalties negated meant the play stands. Not the case, young man. Replay fourth down. 4th and 12. 13 minutes, 43 ticks remain.
1 yard line.
Still plenty of time. And once again, an ever so crucial fourth down. Ball at the 31. Trips near side. Single wide receiver to the far side. Ellis lined up to the left-hand side of West. West with the snap. Gets flushed out. Sack. East LA with a turnover on downs. Husky offense will take over. 13:36 fourth quarter. East LA 19. OCC struggling at 7. West just had no time there. The East LA defense was all over it. A collapsed pocket. And just another sack for East LA as Miguel Aguero will once again trot out. I think officially, not to cause controversy, but Philip Tran benched. 13:36 left in the ball game. Aguero calmly in the pocket, flushed out, steps up, rolls out near side, takes too long with the ball, sacked. Victor Solarin from Behringer High School in New Jersey. He will be credited with a sack. That creates 2nd and about 13 now. Plenty of time for Aguero. Chandler in the backfield, lined up to the left-hand side. Aguero looking, rolling out far side. Dangerous pass. OCC says they have it. Intercepted by the Pirates. Aguero was just conducting himself too nonchalantly. "12 minutes, 51 seconds, fourth quarter. And OCC will be granted excellent field position. Nathan West will continue at quarterback. West last week was just 2 of 4. And it appears he's taken over quarterback duties in this ball game, similar to Aguero for East LA. 12:51 left. Handoff gets blown up in the backfield. Setberry with the carry. Loses 1. 2nd down, 11 yards to go. First down yard marker for the Pirates is lined up at the 36-yard line. West gets to play. You got a tight end lined up to the far side. West underneath to Laurent. Laurent picks up 12 yards. First down for the Pirates. As Laurent goes out of bounds, clock is stopped at 12:02. Now it continues to roll under 12 minutes, fourth quarter. West and the Pirates Out of a shotgun set, 3 wide, a tight end to the right-hand side. West flushed out, far side, looking, throws to no one, incomplete. Smart play by West. You live another day. 2nd and 10. Husky defense really playing tight. Despite excellent field position in the ball game for the Pirates in the second half, they've been able to hold the OCC offense to 0 points in the second half. Here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 34. West rolls out. West will be driven out of bounds, diving forward, trying to get any type of yardage. I believe it'll still be 3rd and 10, though. Yeah, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Game clock stopped at 11:25. It's only the second game of the season, but it feels like a must-win situation for both teams. Both teams on the verge of tasting their first victory. West flushed out, steps up, throws, picked off! That's Joey Knowles, I believe. East LA takes over with 11:06. That's the second interception created by the Husky defense. It's been a Husky defense type of second half. That was not Joey Knowles. That was Tyrus Douglas from Bellflower High School who came up with the interception. Thomas with his first pick of the season. The corner blitz will come in from the left side. Tran back in at quarterback, long pass incomplete.
Pass falls incomplete.
So Tran is back into the ball game. So both teams using a dual quarterback system. Under 11 minutes, 10:58 to be exact. Final quarter. Coach Bobby Gudino is giving a pep talk to his defense as Philip Tran lines up the Huskies in a 3 wide receiver set. Play action. They go deep near side. Caught at the 46-yard line. That's James Dunn, the post to the outside from Tran. Perfectly placed.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense number 74. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay 2nd down.
Just when you thought the possible dagger to the heart was going to be placed by the Huskies, another flag against East LA. Clock is continuing to roll. 10:35, 10:34, 10:33. 3 wide receiver set. Tran will keep. Near side, looking. Goes nowhere.
Quarterback kept the ball.
3rd and 14 now.
3rd down for East Los Angeles at the 15.
The snap. Tran will go deep once again. It's Sessions, no! Too long.
Pass attempt is incomplete.
That'll bring out the punting units for both teams. 9:42 on the clock. Plenty of time for OCC to put together something. Dylan Laurent back deep to receive. Ricky Quintero will be punting away. Quintero's done an excellent job this ball game. As far as his kicking duties go, he's also the holder. Lots of confusion by East LA. They don't have the right personnel until now. Good snap. Decent kick, end over end. It'll bounce at the 46-yard line and take a Husky bounce as it rose slowly to the 38-yard line. That'll leave 9:27 on the clock in this fourth quarter. East LA still in the lead here on SportsNetUSA.com.
Illegal block roll away on the kicking team. Number 11. The foul will be enforced in the dead ball spot. First down, Orange Coast.
East LA giving away free yards. It'll put East LA, or rather the Pirates, already into East LA territory. First and 10 from the 46. West, underneath, caught. It's Conway. Taken down at the 40-yard line, gain of about 6. Second and 4 now. Orange Coast looking to close the gap as we approach 8:45. West over the middle, looks near side, caught by Laurent at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! From 40 yards out. That's Laurent's second touchdown of the ball game, this time from West. Now a 19-13 ball game. How did Laurent come up with that one? Through traffic. West just strung it through. Extra point. No good. Oh, it does go through, just barely. A 5-point ball game. 8:38 to go, fourth quarter. Plenty of life left for OCC. A quiet ELAC crowd now. You can hear the Pirate loyal, now more excited. Nervous times for East LA. We mentioned earlier that this one had a feel of going down to the bitter end or sweet ending for someone. Orange Coast on pace for a comeback possibly, but not so fast. Orange Coast will be kicking off to East LA. It'll be Max Casper, the lefty. Flag is thrown on the kickoff, taken up at the 15-yard line. The Husky returner gets past the 30-yard line, taken down at about the 32 or 33-yard line. 8:30 to go, fourth quarter. So we'll see if the penalty will force OCC to re-kick or if it'll be added after the return.
Free kick infraction on the kicking team. The receiving team has elected a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Will redo the kickoff.
So re-kick will be asked for from Bobby Godinez, electing to take the penalty. 8 minutes, 30 seconds, fourth quarter. East LA trying to escape with a home victory in the home opener, second game of the season. Not to look ahead, but East LA will be on the road next week at Compton College. Casper will retry his kickoff. This time it'll go out of bounds, illegal procedure. I wouldn't be surprised if Godinez and the Huskies elect to retry another kick.
Free kick out of bounds on the kicking team. The receiving team has elected the option to take the punt. 30-yard.
So back deep to receive is Chandler and Williams. They will not elect to re-kick. Instead, they will choose to take the ball at the 40-yard line. 8:30 left, fourth quarter. East LA looking to close this one out. Miguel Aguero from Schur High School. Schur High School has actually become the feeder school for East LA. The majority of the students here at East LA actually come from Schur High School. Handoff. East LA will lose a yard. In on the tackle is Solarin. Solarin's been super disruptive. He's got a sack and a bunch of tackles for losses tonight. We got a player who's injured out on the field. He'll take a seat at the 29-yard line, and we'll pause. 8:04 left, fourth quarter. East LA up 19-14. SportsNetUSA.net. David Allen in at running back. On the right-hand side of Aguero, it will be Allen. No play action, far side. thrown out of bounds. Jump ball attempt to the far sideline to Robinson. Clock stopped at 7:44. So over the last 3 possessions, East LA has come up empty.
Third down, 11 yards to go for East Los Angeles.
Allen still in at running back. Four wide. Aguero looking over the middle, has a man open, cut! Taken down at the 33-yard line.
Long pass over the middle, takes the ball into Orange Coast territory. First down for East Los Angeles at the 30.
East LA looking forward to put the dagger. We'll see if they milk some clock now with favorable field position. 7:20. Clock continues to tick. Final quarter. Aguero, near side. Caught at the 30. Gets an extra 2 yards.
Pass completion, takes the ball inside the 30-yard line.
That was Philip Reeves with the catch. And a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6.
29-yard line.
Clock reads 6:46 and rolling. Trips far side. Single wide receiver to the near side. That's Reeves by himself. Chandler will get shifted over to the left-hand side. Aguero, the pitch to Chandler. Chandler will barely get back to the line of scrimmage on the far sideline.
Pitch out to the left side. Almost no gain on that play. Third down for East Los Angeles.
Chandler will remain at the running back position. And I believe David Allen will as well. Split in between Aguero. 3 wide. 3rd and 7, 5:50 to go. Play action. Aguero looking near side. Now looks far side. Has a man wide open. Caught at the 3-yard line. He had to come back to the ball, or else it would have been an easy walk into the end zone. Clock is stopped at 5:37. We've got a little bit of a discussion going on from the officiating crew. Was it a catch? It was caught by Bruce Gutierrez, the freshman from Bell. It'll stand. First and goal for East LA. 5:37, 4th quarter. East LA looking forward to making this a 2-score ball game. 2 running backs split in between. Aguero. Handoff. Right-hand side. Pushing the pile into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Chandler gives East LA a 25-14 lead. 5:15 left, pending the extra point. I think East LA will be going for 2 possibly. Smart play. And Philip Tran will actually check in. Tran giving the signals to the running backs. Lined up in between him. Play action. Keeper. Tran will get stopped. 2-point conversion, no good. Score stands. East LA 25, OCC 14. will return for the final 5:15 in this fourth quarter here on SportsNetUSA.net. The deep pass from Aguero to Gutierrez inside the 3-yard line is what set up the easy run into the end zone for Chandler and the Huskies as they extend their lead. Up 11 points only, though. 5:15 to go, fourth quarter. Plenty of time for OCC. It'll be Thomas from his own 3-yard line. Finds a crease past the 25, inside the 40. Ricky Quintero with the tackle. Late flag comes in. Far sideline judge throws a flag in late after the tackle. The umpire and the sideline judge report to the head referee. We'll see what the call is now. 5:05, fourth quarter.
Personal foul. Face mask. On the kicking team, number 59. That penalty will be tacked on to the end of the return. First down, Orange Coast.
Can't blame Ricky Quintero, the punter slash kickoff.
Penalty puts the ball at the 38-yard line.
Brown was coming in with a head full of steam. I think it was a natural reaction from Quintero to pull Brown down from the mask. Anyway, that'll set up OCC in excellent territory. Already lined up at the 38 of East LA. Trips near side, bubble screen to Laurent. Laurent gets dropped instantly, possibly loses a yard. That was Douglas with the tackle. 4:40 to go, fourth quarter. At what point do the Pirates start operating much faster? Steffens checks out. Quarry Smith checks in on the far sideline. A 2x2, shotgun set. Blitz comes in. West pumps, takes off himself, gets flipped over, head over heels. Flag is down on the ground. 4 minutes, 13 seconds to go. Penalty will be against the Pirates. West looks up into the air in frustration, now has his knees, hands on to his knees.
10-yard penalty. Replay second out.
Garrett Weichman from Edison High School in Huntington Beach. He's the center of the Pirates who gets called with the hold. Just trying to protect his quarterback. After the penalty, that'll leave the clock at the 4:13 mark of this final quarter. OCC gets pushed back to the Husky 49.
Penalty takes the ball to the 49-yard line. Still second down for Orange Coast.
Second and 20. Huskies look like they're bringing the blitz. They do. West gets flushed out, takes off and gains a few yards though. Still 3rd and long. The Pirates aren't moving fast enough. That's just my opinion.
Now 3rd down for the Orange Coast at the
3:35, 3:34. And OCC will stop the clock at 3:32 as the Pirates take timeout. East LA 25, OCC 14 here on SportsNetUSA.net. The final 3 minutes, 32 seconds in this ball game. A long 3rd and 16 yards to go for OCC. The blitz comes in. The running back screen gets blown up, intended for Lewis. That brings up 4th down. Fourth down territory for OCC. Down 11 points, they're forced to go for it here. We'll see what the Pirates draw up here as they line up with a 4 wide receiver set. To the far side, it's Stevens, Laurent, and Brown. They go deep to Brown, wide open, incomplete. A turnover on downs. Brown was open. West just led him too far, even with the diving attempt. East LA takes over with 3 minutes, 18 seconds to go. East LA will line up at their own 45-yard line. We'll probably see a run-heavy type of offense now. They'll try to milk the clock for all it's worth now. Aguero and the Huskies line up in a shotgun set, a 2x2. Allen lined up to the left-hand side. Allen carries near side, gets popped out of bounds. Tackle will be credited to Alman. Penalty marker down.
Holding, offense number 72, 10-yard penalty, 3 plays was down.
A sign of life for OCC now. The only issue is the Pirates have 1 timeout left. Approaching the 2:55 mark of the ball game. Officially under 3 minutes now. Three down linemen for OCC. Handoff Allen. Allen gets about 2 yards. Clock continues to roll. 2:40 and counting. East LA taking their time now. Plenty of time for East LA. Play clock at 15, game clock at 2:15 officially now. Trips to the far side, single wide receiver near side. The snap, the carry. Allen up the gut of the Pirates. Manages another 2 yards, and a timeout will be called by OCC at the 2:01 mark of this fourth quarter. That was their final timeout. Would like to take some time to mention our sponsors. Broadcast is brought to you in part by DG Sports Marketing and Broadcasting, helping your company find a sound path, and by SportsNetUSA.net, your #1 provider of JUCO football across the Southland. Sportsnet USA. East LA looking forward to going 1-1 on the season after a reality check last week, going down big to Cerritos 56-21 in their debut inside the National Conference. They've learned the National Conference is no American conference. 2:01 left in the ball game. 3rd and 17 from the 37. Allen will carry. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Gets past the 50. Taken down at about the 49 of the Pirates.
Runner on the left side takes the ball right to midfield. 4th down.
4th and about 5 now. The offense of the Huskies will gamble and stay out onto the field. Wouldn't be surprised if Aguero tries to draw the Pirates off sides to get a freebie. He is trying to use his voice. Play clock at 10, 9, 8. Game clock at 1:15 officially. The most likely call timeout. They do. Huskies take timeout. Will return for the final 11-11 in this fourth quarter. Huskies will try to pin back OCC deep into their own territory. Isaac Soto and Laurent back deep to receive. Ricky Quintero with a wobbler. It'll take an OCC bounce, but then roll back in favor of the Huskies. 1 minute remains. Ball marked at the 19-yard line. OCC will have to operate quickly, take a couple shots deep, and then an onside kick if they do score. They'll need 2 touchdowns, though. 60 seconds remain. Wouldn't be the prettiest victory by the Huskies, but they'll take it. 3 down linemen for the Huskies. Facing a 4 wide receiver set. West under duress. Throws to Brown, caught at the 19-yard line. Gain of about 5. Clock at 45 seconds and continuing to roll. OCC definitely has to operate with a sense of urgency. Down to the last 35 seconds. West being chased. Throws out of bounds. Clock stops at 30 seconds. 3rd and 5. West takes the snap, evades a defender, fumbles the ball, ball's loose. Head referee Terry Bernard says West's arm went forward, hence an incomplete pass. 20 seconds remain.
Game clock operator, please put 24 seconds on the game clock. It is 4th down.
Head referee Bernard asking for 4 more ticks on the clock. 3rd and 5 from the 19-yard line. 24 seconds to go. West throws incomplete. Throws to nobody.
19.6 seconds left in the game.
That was actually 4th down, so a turnover on downs. That should do it. East LA will line up in victory formation. Over the last 2 years, these two teams have split the series, but this one in favor of East LA. East LA will take the rubber match.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. East LA, number 2. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
DeLon Collins getting an earful from Bobby Godinez. A dumb penalty for extracurricular activity for no reason. Victory formation for East LA, and that will do it. East LA, the Huskies go to 1-1 on the season. Orange Coast falls to 0-2. Hard-fought victory for East LA, for Bobby Godinez and company. Their first victory within the National Conference officially. They get their home opener. But next week it'll be back on the road against Compton College. Thank you, sir. Saying goodbye to our cameraman. Thank you, sir. So that'll do it for the East LA Football Radio Network. East LA wins it at home 25-14 over the Orange Coast Pirates. Really thankful and grateful you were able to join us this evening with so much to do in SoCal. If you chose to join us on Sportsnet USA, really thankful and grateful you were able to do that. So next week we'll be back on radio on Spreaker.com/DG Sports. That'll be a 6 o'clock game at Compton. Again, next week we'll be back on the radio. All home games will be video streamed All road games will be on internet radio on Spreaker.com/DG Sports. So I'm Dan Gudino. Everyone have a great night. We'll see you in 2 weeks.